everyone, welcome to Investinbulls. Today in this video, I am going to give you 3 golden nuggets for your trading. First, a very powerful strategy which has 80% success rate. Second, explain you do's and don'ts to make you bigger profits. Third, scanner to identify stocks on just one click without spending hours to look at 2000 different stocks available in the market. So watch this video until end, and I'm very excited to invite you in this journey to make money together. So let's talk about the strategy. As you can see here, we are going to use 3 EMAs: EMA 21, 55 and 235. Now, first rule is to make sure you are using 1 day time frame. Second, for long positions, we need to see EMA 235 is rising at least in last 7 to 10 days. And third, we need to identify a bullish candle where open and close covers EMA 221 and EMA 55. I repeat, a bullish candle whose open and close covers EMA 21 and 55. I'm sure you must be saying now, who will look out the charts for hours to identify the trades? So not to worry. As I mentioned, we have created a scanner which I will be sharing with you at free of cost. The one who are using Thinkorswim platform and want to get this scanner can write me in the email given above. So now once we identified the trade, how are we going to make an entry? For that, let me take you to the charts and let's do a quick backtesting on Qs. So as you can see over here, our first rule is our 235 has to be rising, and we can clearly see 235 is rising. And then my second rule is basically a body of this bullish candle should be covering EMA 21 and 55. And over here you can see clearly the EMAs are being covered by the body of this candle. So the next day in the morning, as soon as the high of this candle is broken, we took an entry, and the low of this candle is our stop loss. And as you can see over here, in this particular trade, I made almost $2,300. So I took only 5 or 6 contracts, which was worth of $4,500, and by the time I took my risk reward 1:2, I made $2,337. And you can see in less than a month I could able to make this just on one single trade. Just by spending $4,500, I made almost 60% profit out of this particular trade. And for short trade, the strategy is opposite. We need to see EMA 235 as falling in last 7 to 10 days, and then identify a bearish candle whose open and close covers 21 and 55. In the long, we were watching for a green candle, but for the short, when the SMA is falling, we are going to look at red candle whose body is covering the EMA 21 and 55. So let's look at the charts. So as you can see over here, our first condition, which is, let's say, the EMA 235, this is falling, and as you can see, this big red candle over here, this has broken. This is covering both the EMAs 21 and 55, and the next day, as soon as the low is being broken, we took an entry over here. Our stop loss was over here, and as you can see, we got 1:2 target. And on this particular trade, I took almost 10 contracts, and on 10 contracts I invested almost $8,000, and I could able to make $3,200 in 3 weeks time frame. So which is approximately, I would say, 35% profits and gain for this SPY position. So this is how basically this strategy works, and there are certain do's and don'ts also. So let's talk about some of the do's and don'ts. One thing, sometimes you may see a green candle which is covering the EMAs, but the SMA is rising. So at that particular time, we are not taking the trade. And sometimes, for example, over here, the EMA is basically falling, but you can see we saw a bullish candle which is covering both the EMAs. In this particular case, this is not an entry. And sometimes what happens is, if you can see the trade is covering the body, all right, something over here, this is not a signal. The EMA is rising and we see a green candle, right? But if I just go little close over here, this particular candle has not covered the body, right? Even though it has gone up a little bit, and people could have made the profit, but until unless I see a very clear signal, I don't want it to enter, because that position can turn into negative or the losses as well. If you wanted to learn more strategies, then don't forget to subscribe our YouTube and TikTok channel mentioned above. If you want to get one free trade alert every week, join our free Telegram channel at the above URL. You can also join our premium Telegram channel from the website www.investinbulls.com.